turn left. Turn left onto West
Wait,
6
wait.
Mile Road.
Is that the way we're supposed to go? Left or right?
This is to go right.
Should we go right?
Yeah.
At the next light, turn right. At the light, turn right onto Beach Daily Road.
What?
It looks like it's white gold.
Get ready to save with Spectrum One. You can.
Put your 97 in one. Hit 2. 2. See the 2? Oh, you got it.
Just drive and get to the rim can be very effective. And it is why some of the defensive players in the draft pool are being kind of highly touted because there are so few that actually do it.
And thus you go back to the Thompson twins. They both can play defense. One
Now,
better than the other, though.
I will read one that actually agrees with Jeffy. Regrettably.
That's not condescending.
That's how it begins.
Yeah.
Regrettably, I'm with little Jeffy on this one. He did say regrettably. This draft is a bore fest. I'm going to bed early, catch up on some sleep, and read a summary in the morning. Okay, fine. You're going to miss out on all the excitement. You're going to miss out on Jay Billis saying all these great players are going to be, all these college players are going to be so good.
What is the one thing that a draft analyst says that you actually believe? Like, what's your favorite thing? Great upside? Great explosive? I like when they talk about first steps.
Great upside is the most common thing that they say.
Anybody can say great upside.
But literally every player has upside.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be, right? Like,
you can say great upside.
Other levels of upside. Oh, he's got great upside. He's got good upside. Well, yeah, he's moving to another level. You're picking him in the first round.
Oh.
Can only be upside.
How many times will you hear attack at the rim?
Nothing.
Explosive. Great first step. Glass cleaner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great athleticism.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the phone, shall we? 248-539-9797 and talk to Mike. You're on 97. Want the ticket? Hello there, Michael.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, guys. You know what? I couldn't agree more. Can we please, when guys throw interceptions in college, earth-shattering revelation. They're going to throw interceptions in the pros. I'm sick and tired of drafting guys, okay, and saying, well, we're going to work on his shot. We're going to work on this, or we're going to work on that. Draft guys to be who they are. And I just want to get your guys' opinion of something real quick.
Let's see which way you're supposed to be going.
I've been this one for days and days. And to me, it all starts with the preface of I never see Ivy developing. Ivy's the pinnacle of that. Well,
am I supposed to turn or am I supposed to
Yeah, you're supposed to be turning. Yes.
Kind of player. He's a first step.
Wasn't sure.
Needing the ball to
Sure,
get that one
I can't see it.
I want the restricted free agent that nobody wants and the second pick.
That's perfect.
Quite frankly, nobody wants to touch Miles Bridges, and I think that if you got Brandon Miller and Miles Bridges and Jalen Duren in your front court, and you gave up Ivy Bogey in the 5th pick to get that, with Cade, you'd have 4 pieces. You'd have Cade at the point, you'd have a perfect 3, a perfect 4, and a perfect 5 that all shoot each other like a glove, the way like everybody knows they will. And you would only be left with a long shooter, and that would be it.
Well, I will say this, Michael. I think Jaden Ivey can shoot and showed that if some play it can be developed. Well, Michael Jordan couldn't shoot from the outside when he came into the league. LeBron couldn't shoot like he can until he came into the league. Somebody like Killian Hayes, no. I don't think he'll ever shoot well from the outside. Jaden Ivey, I think he will. I think that
Ivy is the kind of player that is very much like Westbrook in that the first guy in front of him, he's just going to blow the doors off him. But to do that, you need the ball in your hands. In other words, if he's the ball dominant guard, he takes the first guy off the dribble.
Starting route to home.
It's that first step. As far as
That's the one.
that, it's a little bit of a contradiction of what we were just talking about developing the shooting skill. But aside from that, I already know who I want the ball in the ball's hands in, and that's Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham is the superior guy. He's the size, he can make the passes inside that Ivy will not be able to make. There's a reason why Cade Cunningham is a really, really special player. And it's not that I don't think that Ivy's really good. I just don't think they are going to work really well together. And I think that you can get great value for them. And I see the opportunity of Miller being a transformational type player and Miles Bridges being the physical forward that you want to go along with a shooter like Miller and scoring all around. And then you're only missing a long 3-and-D guy to have this team be, in 2 years, a dangerous team.
Well,
thanks,
Mike,
guys. I really appreciate
thanks, Mike. And you made some good points. The Miles Bridges thing, I do think that's going to be a difficult sell.
Well, could you imagine Brandon Miller and Miles Bridges?
Right. Now, it's not black and white. Like when we say, well, you got to be able to shoot. Okay, as a ticket texter points out, you can't teach elite athleticism. You can teach shooting. Players, when they get to many of them do improve shooting. My gripe is, how can that be your primary deficiency when it's literally something you can work on 24 hours a day without anybody around, without just you and a ball? Don't even have a rim, just throw it at a spot, whatever. It's easy to work on. Not easy to improve per se, but easy to work on.
I agree with the caller.
That's what pisses me off.
Brandon Miller, if he somehow dropped, would be, I think, the best pickup possible, correct? And I know he's got a lot of off-the-court stuff as well. Or if you somehow find a way to trade up and snag him as well, I think that would be celebrated. 6'8" guy, shoots about 40% from three.
He did fall apart.
Fantastic athleticism. He did.
Late in the season, he did.
He fell apart in the tournament.
Yes.
His last game, I believe, but all throughout the season, with the cloud of what he went through hanging over his head, he was still throwing in 30 a game, I feel.
No, I know, and I'm not just judging him on the NCAA tournament. Obviously, other people aren't either, and obviously the off-the-court thing isn't affecting him. He's going to go 2 or 3, so... Yeah, I don't think that is the risk that maybe we thought it would be a couple of months ago.
No, but of all the guys that you could have, and of course you can't have Wembanyama, of all the guys you can make a case something great happens and he falls to you or you trade up to get him, Brandon Miller's probably the guy.
Probably.
What you think?
Yeah, Ticket Text. This guy is underestimating Jaden Ivey, the one that just called. I think he is too. And for him to put so much faith in Cade when he's been nothing but injured his whole career, how many games has he played? This guy thinks he's LeBron or something. I do think the idea of Cade Cunningham is still bigger than the actuality.
I
think people
because
love
he's been injured.
but love some of the things they saw. Loved the sunglasses. Loved the embracing of Detroit.
Deeper than that, though. I really do. I think they love that. You're right.
And they love the all-around game,
that,
but they haven't seen it they haven't seen it as much as they think they've seen.
And I agree with you, but there was a 5-game stretch before he got injured last year, and I know it's only 5 games. He averaged 27 a game. And he was averaging damn near a triple-double every game. And I think Piston fans are like,
look what you just said.
This is the guy. And I think that's what they're going on. But I kind of believe that.
Okay,
like, I believe what I saw in those 4
Use the right 3 lanes to continue onto Grand River Avenue.
But you're saying he's not real in that way.
No,
I believe he more is.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto Orchard Lake Road.
Nearly as much of Great Cade as they think they have. You just had 5 games.
No.
At the start of his rookie year, he was no good.
It sounds like you're saying you don't believe that's
I believe he can, but I'm not. This guy was putting him on you. It's Cade. He's going to be unbelievable. Again, the idea of Cade, those 5 games are in your head, and you have not seen nearly as much as you think you have.
To defend the last caller, but we'll take more calls, but to defend the last caller, if you had the choice to go get Brandon Miller, let's say, but you got to give up Ivy or you got to give up Cade, who are you giving up?
I'm not doing that.
You're giving up Ivy.
I'm not doing that.
but you're giving up Ivy.
No, but I'm not doing that.
Just answer the damn question.
Go
Well, you know
past
what?
this
That's a
light.
risk to give up
Then at
Ivy,
the next
considering
one, turn right.
Cade's the one who's been
Although if
injured.
you give up Ivy, then you probably go get Scoot, right?
Yeah, all right. 248-539-9797.
Cade right now is thought to be better, and he is better. And if you're forced to give up one
In
a trade, you're
concept,
giving up Ivy.
in concept and theory, he's better. In actuality, not as much as you think. We'll get to this next on the Wojo and Rieger Show on 97.1 The Ticket.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by Wings Over Flint. The roads are accident-free right now. Just a little bit heavy and slow in a couple of areas, including 94 heading eastbound before and after 23 Mile Road, and 59 eastbound still a little heavy approaching Van Dyke Avenue, as
turn
well as
right onto
96
Orchard
westbound
Lake
from
Road.
Novi to Wixom Road. One of Michigan's most exciting summer events is Wings Over Flint. A thrilling air show with a lineup of incredible performances and static displays is happening June 24th and 25th. Get your tickets now at wingsoverflint.com. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Perfect.
Your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers keep you up to date with what's happening in the D. This week, attention
Just
animal
making
lovers.
sure.
Now through the end of the month, stop by any of your 38 Metro Detroit Chevy dealerships to participate in the annual Pickups for Paws donation drive. To learn more, head over to ChevyDetroit.com.
For sure.
Feel the sun on your face and enjoy the ride in a Chevy Silverado from your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. With 9 models to choose from, Silverado is the perfect tool for all your jobs. And with features like the available multi-flex tailgate or 8 available cameras, you'll always be Silverado strong. Hurry into your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers and lease a 2023 Silverado Crew Cab LT 4-wheel drive for just $299 a month for 24 months. Put it in deep and see why Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com. Leases for a 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT with a 2.7-liter turbo for 24 months, 10,000 miles per year. For well-qualified GM employees, retirees, and eligible family members with a current lease of a 2018 model year or newer Chevrolet. $37.99 due at lease signing after all offers, plus title tax and dock fees. No security deposit. Program subject to change without notice and certain restrictions apply. See participating dealer for details. Offer ends July 5th, 2023.
Are you a construction manager or safety coordinator in need of hydro excavation?
Smell
Pro
skunk.
Services is the leader in hydro excavation, the safest way to dig. Hydro excavation uses alternative precision techniques instead of mechanical processes that can cause serious damage to infrastructure. Pro Services also provides hazardous and non-hazardous waste transportation, factory deep cleaning, confined space rescue, and commercial and/or industrial power washing. Pro Services is always looking for CDL drivers and laborers. Visit proservices.com. That's PROS services.com.
The most exciting jewelry buying opportunity is happening right now at Diamonds Direct. Pick any jewelry item and get up to 5 years special interest financing or take up to $5,000 off right now. Everyone's loving this because you get to design your ring and your payment plan and take advantage of our most flexible options ever. Hurry, this amazing offer ends June 30th. Enjoy financing for up to 5 whole years or get our best ever sales price. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. Get details, directions, and more at diamondsdirect.com. Approved credit.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis or candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150-milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new play. Nothing is everything. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine. With Skyrizi, you can achieve 90% clear skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
The Detroit Tigers host the Minnesota Twins. Pre-game tomorrow at 6:15 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Oh yeah, Wojo and Rieger, it's draft night and you don't have any idea who the Pistons are taking. And Rieger thinks...
I like that you're trying to get me hyped up.
No, Rieger thinks that's a downside, and I understand that no pick at 5 is going to get you uber excited. I don't
Miller
think.
would, but
if he was there at 5.
Yes.
But any kind of a trade, I think people would get excited. But at least there is intrigue, and at least, I mean, tonight is the night that Troy Weaver is going to have to make his money. They just invested a ton of money in Monty Williams. You have to believe that Tom Gores, I don't think his patience is running out on Weaver, but
No.
this is his 4th draft. I do think he's done pretty well in the draft. I would consider him a solid drafter, but he misses. And
Yeah,
Sidney
but-
Bay ended up not being the type of player, at least that they felt you could win with. Just a shoot guy.
I mean, just to play devil's advocate, you could actually make the case that maybe he's not as genius in the draft as you think he is, because you said it earlier, right? Obviously, Cade's a no-brainer, right? Nobody's taking Jalen Green, although Evan Mobley might have turned out to be the best of them all, but whatever. Cade was a no-brainer, correct? So do you give him credit for winning the draft lottery? Probably not. I think last year, he gets half credit. I think Jalen Duren was genius.
No, that's a
But I
lot of
think
credit,
Ivy,
though.
But I think Ivy was a no-brainer being there at 5. Fair?
Well,
Just
yeah.
answer, right?
Yes,
But then you go back to Killian, and Killian hasn't worked out. Not to mention Tyrese Halliburton, already an all-star.
Killian was a mess.
Has worked out, okay? So I do kind of think, and you mentioned already Saddiq Bey no longer with the team. So I actually think Troy Weaver is kind of 50-50 right now. So when you say this is a big draft, I'm totally with you. However, I don't know if you can be angry at the guy if he picks at 5, because he's kind of been dealt a bad hand this year.
Well, right, which is why when you're dealt a bad hand, that's when you can prove that
100%.
You're better than the average GM. The average GM with a bad hand will have a bad pick. But the Jalen Duren thing, and that's going to turn out, that supersedes everything he's done so far.
That's his gem.
Yes.
Right? That's his diamond in the rough. There's no question about
Correct. A couple of quick ticket texts. Like Wojo is saying, Cade is an idea, more so than Ivy, who has to improve at everything to get to where people put him. I can't project a player will improve in shooting, passing, defense, athleticism, because that's what would need to happen with Cade. Well, but
we've seen it with Cade.
But in 5 games, you keep saying, but no, that can
we
all
saw it in
happen.
year 1, 2 when he was a rookie.
That can all happen with health. All of those have been hampered by the shin and before that, what was it before that? The ankle, whatever.
Okay, but
all
very
of that
quickly,
has been hampered.
It blows me away, and again, this could be total straw man. Like, how much of Detroit is truly feeling like you kind of are and the last texter is? I think for the most part, people still believe very highly in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, no, I think they do,
I
too.
think you should.
I think you should as well. But you got to be careful when you got callers going on. Once they build everything around him, everything goes through him. No, but which I understand that's the idea when you take somebody number 1 overall. And he has shown flashes, and I'll say it again, but not as much as you think he has.
And that's fine, but his whole point is you trade away Ivy, and nobody wants to trade away Ivy. But if I made you choose, everybody is choosing Ivy gone, Cade stays. And I don't think it's debatable.
You're going to like this, Tick.
What do we got?
People that picked Cade over Jalen Green don't want to admit that they were wrong because they haven't had to yet. They will, though. It's inevitable.
Maybe. Jalen Green leads the Rockets in scoring. Jalen Green on a team that everybody wants to trade away everybody. He's the one guy they want to stick with. Jalen Green, go look it up, has like already in 2 years, has I think 15 to 20, 30-point games. Yeah, he takes a lot of shots.
For those,
but Jalen Green is getting better.
For those, and I put it on like Zion, when healthy, yeah, he could be, very impressive player. Cade, when healthy, could be a very impressive player.
That's fair.
When healthy, again, it's not his fault, but still, and I actually think some of the things are Zion's fault because of his weight and everything else. Let's go to Oak Park and talk to David. You're on 97.1 The Ticket. Hello there, Davey.
How are you both?
Good. What's happening?
How are you?
I'm terrific. I say take Walker, who's got a pro game now. I've seen him play. 6'8.5", 6'9", 250. He can bang, he can shoot, and he can rebound. Leave your core young players alone, including Cade. Cade is going to fool a lot of people. Of course, you guys just said injuries are part of the game, but here's the thing. This Cade is the real deal. Leave your core players alone. You guys have a terrific day, and you're the best sports station in Michigan.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David. I have a sinking feeling, not a sinking, but a...
Jarace Walker's going to be the guy?
Kind of. Because, you know, they do need some defensive disposition, and he is defensive, but he's also versatile, can play multiple positions. He's 6'8". He's not just an unbelievable powering boomer. He can become a 3-and-D guy. His shooting is not his strength, but it's not like he's... I don't think he's just Beef Stew 2.0. I don't think.
So he does a little bit of everything, but it's mostly on the defensive side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Couple blocks, couple assists a game, 11 points a game. I do think Jarace Walker, as Dave just said, might have the best NBA game right now. But man, I think that'd be a hard sell. Not that it matters, right? It doesn't matter. All that matters is if you go win with him. But I think if the pick at 5 is Jarace Walker, I think a lot of people are going to be like, oof, that's rough.
Yeah, and you know what's amazing? When you look at the mock drafts and everybody that's high in the draft, the only player, they're all under 20. Brandon Miller is 20.5. Amen Thompson is 20.3. Everybody else is 20 or under. I mean, more than ever, you're drafting on upside or potential, which is why what Troy Weaver said is true. Like, you're almost always swinging for the fences because you don't know.
Don't you miss, and I know people have talked about this, the good old days when you used to watch a guy in college for 3 years,
mm-hmm.
and then you watch the NBA draft, and everybody did it. You could guess and predict first 15 taken. Like, if the first round, you could have an 85% success rate of who's going where. Then, of course, it got a little cloudy in the second round. But that's all gone.
Back in the day, you could get a guy like, I don't know, Dwayne Wade, who played a few years in college, and pick him at number 5. You could do that. Ticket Tech, Hunter and Clarkson, he makes a fair point, but I'm not calling me out. I don't disagree. Wojo, if you're critiquing Cade for being a number 1, what about Torkelson, who absolutely sucks? I criticize Torkelson. He could go down as one of the worst 1-1 players in baseball. I know there's been a lot of 1-1s in baseball that have not, and I'm not saying he's there yet at all.
I get a question.
What?
Very serious question.
What?
Who's the worst 1-1 in the Tigers? Casey Mize or Spencer Torkelson? They're both 1-1s. I was listening to the morning show. They do the $2 grand slam.
Oh, yeah. They give out $2 billion to somebody.
$2 million, $20 million.
Oh, okay,
yeah, if you get all 10 right. And one of the questions was, who did the Tigers take 1-1 in 2018? And Gator took it as this show was about to start. I guess he does it every Wednesday or whatever today is, Thursday. And he forgot about Casey Mize. And I think a lot of Tiger fans have too. Like, do you remember the party Badley's threw when Casey Mize made his MLB debut?
Yeah.
When's the last time he pitched?
The city of Detroit has not done well with its 1-1 picks, has it?
Cade could change that.
Cade could change it. Torque, Casey Mize. People always say Darko, but Darko was number 2 pick,
I think
actually.
Aiden Hutchinson feels like another
same thing. Yeah, that feels like a good one. All right, 248-539-9797. We'll go back to the phones next on the Wojo and Rieger Show on 97.1 The Ticket.
97.1 The Ticket. This Odyssey Sports Minute is brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
On for Bigfoot at MGM Grand Detroit. Earn entry starting June 1st, playing all of your favorite slots and table games for your share of $150,000 in prizes. Join us for the Bigfoot Bucks drawings Saturdays through the 17th for your shot at $10,000 or $100,000 on the 24th. It's a good time for a grand time. See the MGM Rewards Desk for details. Must be 21 or older and present to win. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
These are emails filling your employees' inboxes. downloads beaming from device to device. And any one of them could be a cyber attack. Is it possible to keep your small business safe? It is with Comcast Business Security Edge. It helps keep your connected devices protected, and you can monitor threat activity in real time. So this security threat is the last thing you need to worry about. With Comcast Business, advanced security isn't just possible, it's happening.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask Cap to get up to a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 7/23/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments. New 100 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Tigers baseball is in full swing. Spencer Short first pitch, swinging a line drive. Fair down the left field line. With the free Odyssey app, local fans can listen live all summer long, whether you're at the grill or at the pool. Oh! Riley Green with an opposite field home run. Tigers baseball. Tigers announcers streaming live on the free Odyssey app. AUDACY. Get in the game and download it today.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips that you plan in advance, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends for which you make a group chat 3 months before so that nobody or anything is missing? Or your daughter's first birthday party. You planned it with such dedication that instead of the first, it felt like our 15th. The same way you plan each detail for those moments. Start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Text the ticket using the same number you used to call the ticket. Ticket text 248-539-9797. 97.1 for tickets.
Let's see, about an hour and 15 minutes away. And the Pistons will pick 5th if they keep the pick. Adam Silver will probably be stepping to the podium and revealing the next great Piston of all time at about 8:35 p.m. or so. Rieger, I want you to get immediate reaction from the people when they announce that pick.
Immediate. Who do you want it to be? Is Wojo Dumbass going to make a prediction before he leaves?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, good. When are you going to leave? Like 7:30?
Now.
15?
Soon.
We're going to beg you to stay. Very quickly before we go back to the phones.
Uh-huh.
So I want to just address this.
What?
All right. Somebody says Jalen Green is absolute trash, guys. Somebody has to get shots. He's awful. Ryan. And then this guy says, Rieger, are you willing to, it's time in Detroit. Oh, so you admit you've been trolling us this whole time about Jalen Green, huh, Rieger? Jalen Green averages 22 points a game.
Well, you wanted Jalen Green.
Yeah. And
why didn't you stand up with...
Well, I still think Cade can be good, but I don't think Jalen Green is the dog that y'all think he is. And the funny thing is, just kind of like the Zion thing, Jalen Green is entering his 3rd year in the league. He throws in 22 a night, takes a lot of shots. He's not very, what's the word, efficient? I think that's the word.
That's good word, sure.
But he's 21 years old. I mean, my goodness, you know he can get buckets. So let's not act like he's trash. And he's the best thing the Pistons would have if he was a Piston.
Well,
now, truth is that if he's
on a bad team, somebody has to get buckets. And there isn't a whole lot of premium placed on other things if you're a bad team, like getting other guys involved and everything else, if you're a bad team. I'm just saying, but again, we don't know because we didn't see Cade Cunningham barely at all this past season. All right, let's go to the phones at 248-539-9797. Let's go to Walled Lake and talk to Marlon, you're on 97.1 The Ticket. What's going on there, Marlon?
Hey, gentlemen, how's it going tonight?
Hey,
What's
Marlon,
happening?
Oh, yeah. NBA draft tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's a big one. Oh, yeah.
Actually, I have a scenario that's not out the realm of possibility, knowing Troy Weaver, and I think, Weaver, this will get you excited.
Oh, good.
This will get you tuned in, and it's realistic. It's not something out of the ordinary. So what I would do is I would take number 5 and take number 31 with Isaiah Stewart, ship him off to the Pelicans for Zion Williamson.
Oh, in a heartbeat. Let's go, Marlon.
Hold on. I'm not done.
No, you're done, pal. You're done.
No, he's not done. Go on, Marlon.
Well, Joe, I've been listening to you for years. That's the respect you're going to give me. Come on, man.
No, I'll let you go. Go.
So there's the superstar, the shake-up. We got it. I think a lot of people might be 50-50 on it, but I'm all in for it. So you got Zion. There's your power forward. So Dallas was offering Tim Hardaway Jr. in the 10th pick for Bojan. So after you make that trade, I'm doing that trade as well. So now you have Hardaway on the bench. You still have Killian Hayes. I'm giving him one more year under Monty. If he's a bust, he's a bust.
And you get the 10th overall pick.
And now you have the 10th pick. You're stuck with Bagley. I still have hope for Wiseman. You have Cunningham. You have Ivy in your backcourt. So at 10, I'm taking Grady Dick. There's your wing off the bench from Kansas. And the free agency, I'm still going after Cameron Johnson. Now, tell me, that doesn't fix your starting 5, your bench. Your starting 5, your bench is set. You still get a top 10 pick. You got Zion. How does that not work?
I love everything he said.
No, I don't like the Zion thing, but I'll take the Cam Johnson thing for sure. Absolutely.
Marlon, very quickly.
There's your small forward. There's your power forward. You got Durant in the middle. Your young backcourt. You got your bench set up. You still get a top 10 pick. You got your superstar. You use your cap space. How is that not a win-win?
Marlon, I'm not a religious guy by any means.
Isn't a win-win.
But I've been saying a little prayer every night for Zion Williamson for a couple different reasons. I think he's an absolute beast when healthy. One of the better players in the NBA.
Top 5 players, if he's healthy, he's a top 5 player.
He is healthy right now. I think we know this. At least he said he was healthy in April.
We do.
He said he was healthy. They would give him a physical. You don't got to pay him if he can't play. That's how the contract is set up. Marlon, I've been saying a prayer every night, hoping Zion would come to Detroit.
Well,
my only wonder is, if it were going to happen, won't we know about it already?
You're grasping at straws.
No. You got to wait till it's closer to the draft. You know, Weaver, let his magic work. Well, Joe, you tell me just really quick. Starting 5 with Durant in the middle, Zion at power forward, Cam at small, Ivy and Cunningham in the backcourt. If they stay healthy, obviously, is not a top 5 lineup in the East.
Well, if they stay healthy, I suppose. I just don't. You have no idea what you're getting with Zion. But I do like the rest of it.
It's a risk I'm willing to take. We're moving on from Stewart, who's way overvalued here, Isaiah Stewart. 2 picks in the first round. I'm willing to do it for a top 5 player when healthy.
Yeah. No, I do think sometimes beef stew is overvalued here because of the thing. But
he's your prototypical Detroit good.
And that's what...
Like, everybody loves him because he fought LeBron.
Am I the only one that gets a little squeamish when Weaver was talking the other day about, we want somebody you know is a Detroit Piston. It fits a Detroit Piston going, the different itinerations.
That's all just talk.
I know, but I don't... Yes, a defensive mind did work, but just bring me a really skilled player, preferably that can shoot. All right. I think I can read this one.
What do you got?
The pick from Kansas.
Yeah, Grady Dick.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
And people saying, Grady Dick, I don't want to see the Dick pick at whatever it is. And I think that's fair, right?
Would that be his nickname?
I mean, that
if you drafted Grady Dick, would it be Dick Pick? Dick Pick for 3.
Maybe it would be.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
Well, what would be?
I am rooting against that just for this reason.
Because he would get you fired.
We would get all of us fired eventually. All right, it's time.
I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, it would.
Do you remember Chad Kanoff?
Yeah, but that was too hard to maneuver around. No, they can't take that guy, the one we just talked about, Grady
Dick.
No, they can't. All right, Wojo is exiting the studio.
What would be his nickname?
Now coming into the studio is the great and mighty Wojo Damas.
That must have annoyed you.
Wojo Damas is now lifted up his flowing robe so he can sit down in the chair.
Is he wearing anything under the robe?
Yes, he is adjusting his crown.
God.
Okay.
Wojo Damas, you look old.
Yeah, and is now going to tell you, in a draft of great intrigue where nobody knows nothing except for Wojo Damas. He will take a sip of the holy water. And
hydrate.
And now he's ready. Normally, Wojo Damas very deftly scans the heavens and divines a pick. It was a little cloudy today, I'll just point that out.
I'm surprised Wojo Damas even cares about this.
Shut your mouth.
Are we kind of wasting Wojo Damas' time? Very busy man. This is my favorite part when it gets more clear to you. Like half the picture comes in. This is exciting.
Whoa. Wojo Damas is confused. He has seen two identical picks. Both.
They're taking a Thompson.
Identical picks? Well, but Wojo Damas was not asked to choose between two identical picks. But he will do it nevertheless. With the 5th pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons will select Ausar Thompson from the G League Overtime Elite team. He is 6'7". He is a twin brother of Amen. Amen would be easier to pronounce than Ausar, which we need to find out exactly how to say. Ausar.
I thought it was Ausar.
Ausar, whatever. It's not Wojo Damas's job to pronounce his name. It's Wojo Damas's job to figure out who they're picking. It will indeed be the 6'7" swing guy, exactly the type of player they need. Ausar Thompson from Overtime Elite. You heard it first here. Nobody has the guts to make that call other than Wojo Damas.
Would you be happy with that pick?
I actually would.
Oh.
Wouldn't you?
He's more of a shot hunter. High basketball IQ.
Yeah, and not
good ball
numbers
handler.
shooting-wise, like 30% from three-point range. But again, I feel like
he's more of a wing. His brother is a guard.
Yeah, and right, and you want more of a wing than a guard.
Yeah.
And I feel like those guys that aren't in structured actual like competition.